Hi, welcome to I Unlimited, committed to helping you find your best self and inner peace. Hello, fellow travelers. I have a wonderful message to share. I was inspired to work with this deck, the Soul Helper Oracle by Christine Fader, and an entire group of cards just jumped out. And they were so spot on for me right now. What's been coming up, the lessons I've been getting. The first one, the time of guilt and shame ends now. Yeah. I don't know about you, if you've been dealing with guilt and shame your whole life. Forgive yourself and begin to love yourself just as you are. Now, my experience with guilt and shame, I could never get out of it. I was never perfect enough, right? It was never good enough. And looking back, I can understand now the reason why was, the criticism, the ugliness and hatred leveled at me from my parents. And as a child, you think it has merit, you think it is really real. And I was trying to understand, what am I doing wrong? What do I need to do? What's wrong about me? And it had no basis in reality. It wasn't logical. It was illogical. It was their issues spewing out of their mouth, right? Because especially, I was around my mother more because of divorce. But, if she didn't like thing A about me, if I fixed thing A, then thing B was wrong. And if I fixed A and B, then it was C. It never ended. There was always something else. And that's what I took on and was doing to my own self, right? That's the worst about that, is they only have to damage you a little bit and then you pick up the gauntlet and keep doing it to yourself. So it ends now. Ends now. I don't have to keep looking for that little imperfection and what else isn't right and all this stuff. The next card, look at this. Cross the bridge of happiness. And it leads over the depths of your emotions, especially as it has guilt and shame right before it. Is this powerful? That you don't have to wade through the guilt and shame until you're all the way through it to the other side. Just cross over it. It's kind of like what they're telling me now, the moat around a castle. So yes, the moat was for protection, but you know what else it was? It was where they threw their sewage, right? Because, hey, who wanted to wade through that to get to you, right? So it was just another level of protection. But that moat was a sewer system, right? So we don't need to wade through that crap, that literal crap, right? Now, other emotions, it doesn't mean that we never need to go through our emotions or that there's never value in going through our experience. But you don't have to sit and wallow and wade in it until you can actually build a bridge over it and just be happy. Choose happiness. If you can hear that beeping, it's probably a school bus backing up. But, it's like I'd said before, the other aha I'd gotten is, childhood, we get the foundation for our life, for what we build on from that. And, I was given garbage. I was trying to build a solid life, a solid foundation, solid structure on broken heap, pile, and garbage. And then, once I kind of knew that, then I'm trying to, almost as if, imagine you had a structure, a house on that, and you're trying to kind of go underneath and fix it while the house is still on it. Difficult. I just can scrap that and build a whole other foundation. I can retrieve out of what I've built, that house I've built, I can retrieve any materials that are still of value and use to me, and just build a whole new structure on a whole new foundation. And that's kind of like this. If this is between you, and utopia, build a bridge. Choose to be happy. Find the path. You are not stuck having to wade through misery, right? Misery is not your purpose in life. The next card, you are caught up in drama. Act to free yourself, change, and blossom again. All these three go together for me. So that whole never-ending cycle of looking for any imperfection because it had to be perfect, that's just a drama that I took on. That was someone else's stuff, someone else's sewage, right? Mom and Dad. So it's just like any TV show, like a play. It's over. You get up and walk away. Leave it. Turn the channel. Turn the TV off. It's done. You don't have to stay in it. You're caught up in it now. Let it go. Just let it go. I remember as a child, I was walking my grandmother's dog and another dog in the neighborhood that I knew very well, loved the dog. The dog was good with me, but got in a tussle with my grandma's dog. And my grandmother's dog's leash was like a metal chain leash. And they were wrapping around me. And I'm a little girl. I'm 4 or 5. And somebody yelled out the window, drop the leash, drop the leash. And I was so afraid to drop that leash. I didn't want the dog to run away and lose the dog. And I'm like, no, and it's like, drop that leash. And when I was raised, that was a grown-up telling you. And I knew the person, I mean, not well, but I did it. And instantly the 2 dogs stopped fighting. Neither one ran off. It was just being tethered to me created a protective aggression, to keep that other dog at bay. And then once that tether was no longer attached to me, right, everything was peaceful. Everybody got along. So drop the leash. Quit hanging on to it. Because once we're out of that, once we have our awareness, we're not blinded by unconsciousness. Our eyes have been opened. We have a choice. And just drop it. I'm not trying to say, it's simple, because believe me, I've been at work at different things. Some things take time and, repetition and all that stuff. But the other thing that's so important that I'm being told right now is surround yourself with people that support that. Even if you can't get away from all the people and their dramas and what they're doing to you, add other people into your immediate circle that counteract that. And then see how you can't distance yourself. Drop that leash. The last couple that came out, this one, you're going to hear the clickety-clack of my little dog's feet on the floor. You cast a spell with your existence. So once we let go of all of that, what can emerge is what's naturally there, which is magical. Magic flows brightly and radiantly within you. Believe it. Believe it. You've been sold a bunch of drama and sewage, being told, you should be ashamed and all this. No. I mean, obviously we can't just go and willfully do things that harm other people, but you don't. The fact that you even ask about yourself, you're a good person. You're not perfect. Never will be. Quit worrying about that. Just be, as good as you can in every moment, but embrace this. When you let go of this leash that has that beast tied to you, you're holding on to it, your hands are free to grab hold of this. You cast a spell with just your very existence, and magic flows brightly and radiantly within you. Live playfully and with a light heart. Listen to the voice of your inner child. And I've been getting this message in various forms for a while, a few weeks, of joy. If you live with joy, lightness, happiness in your heart, in your being, that is what will heal us the fastest. It may sound odd, like you think we have to wade through all that and solve all this and resolve all this and, humming, blah, blah, blah. Filling ourselves with joy is what's going to eliminate all of that. Absolutely the fastest, the easiest, with the most grace. So take it in, really, breathe, fully expand yourself. Like fill your whole body with air and feel the edges of you expand outward and crack the shell of limitation and let the pieces of that shell fall away as you exhale. Breathe in slowly and gently, filling your whole body, pushing every cell outward till every cell has room around it. And now as you breathe, feel that energy, that magic, that love and joy Move through all those spaces within you and see what it awakens in you. So I hope this helped you. It moved you forward, inspired you, made you a little lighter and brighter. And until next time, keep shining your light. I hope this video helped you rise higher and shine brighter. Keep going. Invest just a few minutes here with me each day, and you'll see your happiness, fulfillment, and inner peace grow. Please remember to share, like, and subscribe to this channel so others can find their best selves in inner peace too.